Alrighty, here we go, everyone. Let's get started. Hello, everybody. I'm Just Freelance. We are back in Final Fantasy XI. Oh boy, today's been busy. Oh, if you guys have noticed, I got a haircut. I went and got my haircut today. It was fabulous. I loved it. There's a place, maybe 10-15 minutes drive away. It's the cheapest place that I found that actually is like a commercial hair. I don't know if you'd call it a hair salon. Probably it is a hair salon, but you go there and it's like $12. No, it's $14. That's right. So I go there. It's $14 for a men's haircut, and I don't do anything extra with it. But if I schedule for Wednesdays, I actually get a couple bucks off, and then I usually will give a tip of 25%, which is another $3 on top of that, $15, and I get a hot towel and a head massage with some. I don't know if they do like essential oil or if it's like a scalp cream or something like that, but it's a tea tree smell, and it smells really nice. And then I went off and got groceries. Only went $4 over my normal budget, which is great. And then also with a little treat, I ended up getting up a pie because I didn't get any key lime pie for Thanksgiving, which I had completely forgotten about. You know, heaven forbid I don't have pie, you know. And I was going like, oh, they don't have a key lime for Marie Callender's. But then I saw another different brand. It was like, oh, it's a couple bucks cheaper and it's a key lime. Fantastic. So I will be able to enjoy that for the next little while. Sadly, they had tipped it up on its side. So the pie had kind of squished into one side of the pan and it just kind of annoyed me. But kind of flattened it out, put it back in the freezer so it'll freeze back up and it'll be good. So, and it's a brand that I haven't tried before. So there we go. You know. Anyway, so I went ahead and tried doing some other stuff, and I realized I was going to need to change some things around for combat and things. I went ahead and I have swapped out our job. We are currently sub Black Mage, which I rarely do if I'm, especially if I'm on a melee job. So last time we were playing this, we ran into issues with, we were able to catch up to our terrible little traitor, Kather Sith, and we were able to beat him up. He got sucked up by the Atomos. We ended up showing up in the Walk of Echoes. Portia decided to go along with Lady Lilith, who said some interesting things that I hope we will find out soon enough. And then we had to go back into doing stuff with the Young Griffins. So in the time with the Young Griffins, they have everybody's kind of been gearing up to go to hang on a second, let me turn this volume down a little bit so I can hear a little better. Gearing up to kind of stall the Beastman Confederacy up north. So unfortunately, Examil's father, the lord of his house, got killed by a poisoned arrow shot. So Examil is now the new lord of the house, which was a little bit of a shock. We then tried doing a battlefield a couple times by fighting I think it's Kingslayer Doggvdegg, who's kind of been the villain of the Sandoria enemies. Who's been the enemy of the Sandorian storyline. So, and for some reason we just couldn't get everybody off of Examil, and I kept losing the fight. So we're gonna try this, and if we do goof up and we can't do it, we won't have to wait nearly as long because we're nearly at 1900 hours, meaning that if we fail this within the next 10 minutes or something, we'd be able to get through it to a second time, but I'm really gonna have to think about what to do. So as we go in, I'm going to try casting an AoE magic spell or something that will hit all of the enemies right there, so to get them off of Examil, and have my group take them. Because if we do that, then we have a bit more of a chance. So that's the first thing we're going to do tonight, is we're going to try and get this done. If we can, then we'll continue on with the Wings of the Goddess storyline and see where we get to. So hopefully we actually get through it this time. So if we don't, I'm going to be miffed. I was also doing some Abyssea stuff in the last couple days. I found a proc guide for the red procs. I explained this briefly at one point. Okay. Okay, get my trust up. The magic I want to have, black magic. And we want to grab... Stone to get to, that'll work. Okay, so when we get in range, I need to start casting that. And try and immediately get hate from everybody else, and then have... If Val does his job and cast Uriel Blade, we kind of more or less got into the bag. I do need to start immediately attacking somebody, so my trust will start working. See, that gets everybody. So everybody's hating me now, which is what I want. Now everybody's hating me. But now we want to switch over and start attacking other stuff. Gotta switch over. Okay. Going better. Going better. Let's how to get him. Good. Good, it worked. I also spent a little time today playing with someone, one of my Link Show members. He was actually doing assault missions from Otter Gone, which was nice. So I ended up getting up to a new rank, which was nice. We did have to stop halfway through the next rank setup because... I lose to mere child? Impossible! Because we needed to have 3 people and there was only 2 of us for one of the missions. So we decided to stop, and we're going to try starting up sometime this week again and see if we can get another person to join us. And that'll be nice to get all that stuff done. Okay, that worked so much better. Oh. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Whew. Okay. That's what we needed. Ah, oh, feels so much better. Yeah, so in this storyline with Sandoria, there have been 4 deaths of characters we kind of know about. And it's actually kind of sad. Ugh. You do well to overwhelm me. But... you lose battle! They belong to you, if not for my reinforcements. Bloodwing Horde, decimate enemy. We take no prisoner. Except... General Doggvdegg, I fear I cannot comply with your orders. What? Who said that? You would presume to issue orders to Roulon's de Destad? You insolence knows no bound, pigman. Examil! Rahal, everyone! My reinforcement, where'd they go? They're marching on their merry way. It's the hereafter as we speak. What'd you say? Your payment for crimes committed against the kingdom is long overdue, Doggvdegg. We've come to collect it. Tony the Taco, please come on in. Nicely done, Examil. Come on, have him fall over the cliff. Come on, off he goes. Ah, there he goes. Please come on in, Tony. Oh. I'm sure the kid's tired at this point. But the boy would vanquish his nemesis and realize his quest for vengeance. He wears the favor of the goddess as no other. Hurrah! Yay. Oh. I'm so glad we got that. I've been doing good, Tony. How about yourself? Long live Lord Examil! Glory to House Archeot! I was trying to find the name of his house, but I couldn't find it. You did it, Examil. You proved beyond a doubt your worth to the elders. Profile picture you made for me last year. I don't think you made a profile picture for me. And last year, I think you've got someone. I think you got me confused with somebody else, my friend. Because I've only been doing this for. I've only been streaming for this year alone. Young master, nay. No. I'm not Jedith Lank, sorry. And that's okay. Well, I'm a little surprised that there's somebody else going to buy something similar. It's okay. Honestly. No, I'm not the same person. No, I'm someone different. The command of the Knights of the Cardinal Stag entrusted me by your father. I gladly return to you. No, that's perfectly fine. No worries about it, Tony. You can stay if you'd like, or you can leave. There's no pressure at all. So, no, I bet you hold on to that, J. Ramus. I have much to learn from what yet I have yet before I am worthy to shoulder such a weight. Aye, my lord. Fist bump? Fist bump. Here we go. Witness you all this, Enfamil, his father. You can rest easy in the knowledge that the blood of your valiant line lives on strongly. And it's nice to meet you too, Tony. Please, welcome into the Freelancers. This be no place to bask over long in victory. Forget not for an instant we stand in the heart of Beastman territory. Let's return to base camp. Yes, sir. Captain Roulouch, sir. Alrighty. Finally, we got that done. Huh. I would have loved to have gotten that done last stream, but we didn't get the chance to. All right, let's get this last cutscene and finish up this quest. Yeah, so in terms of the basic stuff, I was re-looking at the guide that I found, and I decided that Ninja's probably a better option to do stuff because I looked at the skill requirements for combat skills, and all the jobs that require high-level stuff, because I have to get fairly high for Katana and Great Katana, but if I go, what games make me nostalgic? Oh my goodness. Funnily enough, I don't think I've played a single nostalgic game on my streams yet. 11 has made me nostalgic because I played it originally back in 2007 to 9, and then briefly in 2016. Let's see. Because a lot of the games that I play are relatively new, I would say. I know that there are some games that I want to play eventually. I eventually want to play Rogue Squadron 3D, which is the PC port of Rogue Squadron from the N64. That'll be a nostalgia trip, because that was one of my first Star Wars games to play ever. It was one of the first games I actually got into that didn't have like a proper tutorial on it. it was kind of you get in, you learn. You learn by whatever you do. So, let's see. Final Fantasy VI, I played that a lot when I was younger. Super Mario RPG, also played that when I was a kid. What other games? A lot of Nintendo games. Oh yeah. When you think nostalgia, I think back to my childhood, you know? But I haven't been able to play anything like really Nintendo related for the last bunch of while because you have to have a Nintendo console and a capture card and stuff like that. So not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot there. I do remember playing some other games that were. I mean, there was a Star Wars game I played to death, which was Jedi Academy. And when I replay Jedi Fallen Order next March, that will be nostalgic. Let's see what other games. Okay, here's this cutscene. Okay, so we all got back to the rendezvous camp. Examil! Rahal! Feels like the longest time. It glads me to see you've been keeping well. You lot, too, look to be in good spirits. Good spirits? Surely you jest! Ever since you abandoned us, we've had to fight tooth and nail to overcome unspeakable hardships. Defending the Garlage Citadel when fully fledged knights were falling about us, and then losing Makagu. I'm sorry. Yeah, these two have had a falling out. Examil? Are you apologizing? Examil's grown up. Aye, that I am. Since setting out on the expedition, many things I hold dear have been lost to me. But standing here now amidst you all is a reminder that not everything is gone. Oh, it pleased you to know that our unit has been kept in good stead during your absence. But as we're children no more, 'twas unanimously decided that the adopted new name, the Knights of the Swiftwing Griffin. Swiftwing? Griffin? Wouldn't you suffer by comparison such a grandiose moniker? What nerve! I'll have you know that we've not failed to live up to our proud name. You take that back. I'll do no such thing. Have at you. Uh-oh. For Christmas theme emotes, I'm going to look into it. I've done very little in the way of Christmas prep. I don't even have any games that'll be playing that are like Christmas specific. Oh, you crazy son of a beep. That's what that makes me think of. In terms of Christmas themes and stuff like that, it's going to be kind of generic. I don't have the money or the resources to get emotes made up. So I'll probably I'll take a look and see if we have anything in the way of, possibly, but you are kind of brand new to the stream, and I only work with people who I'm actually acquainted with, so. That's right, the lieutenant got killed. Squire Altenia. The place the Viscount held in her heart was more vast than we had imagined. Her grief runs deeper than any other. Oh, does she have a thing for him? That was never particularly hinted at, but it made sense. Yeah, this poor paladin, he went up against Doggvdegg and got killed. Jedith, on some unexpected turns, the operation proved out to be a success. I cannot thank you enough. As head of House Archeot, I present this to you. Please accept it as a token of my appreciation. No, in the next week or so, I need to work on doing some Christmas-related stuff, so... Oh, is Doggvdegg still alive? I thought we got him. Ah, for Pete's sakes! Last hit, my entire unit of elites annihilated. What could this portend? Some kind of force work to prevent the tampering of history? Have I so soon reached the end of my rope, bereft of any more useful knowledge of the past? Master Doggvdegg! Master Doggvdegg! Oh, it's the chieftain. It's the... Oh, you're the one with the penchant for tinkering with machines and what have you. He looked for Master Doggvdegg a long time. Want to report about strange blueprint. Ah! Master Doggvdegg in pain? Ah, so the situation isn't beyond hope. Now then, tell me, how long will it take until completion? He say nothing like it. Master Doggvdegg, very complication. To make finish, maybe 15, no, 20 year. – 20 years? What do you propose I do with myself in that time? I need it finished now. Me sorry, Master Doggvdegg. Me not very bright, so it take long time. Wait. 20 years, you say? It'll be completed as sure as day. Yes, yes, Master Doggvdegg. Me think so. Very well. Heed these instructions. Make your way to Gelsba. There, you will find a secret cave. That is where you are to continue your research. I shall arrange for more detailed maps, supplies, and provisions to be sent there shortly thereafter. Oh, me love machine. If Master Doggvdegg want, me do. Me go now. Wonder what that's referring to. Yeah. To taste such sweetness, 2 decades is a fleeting amount of time. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure what that's referring to, but yeah, curious. So he just gave me a ram staff. Ah, okay. And it has a retrace thing. Does that mean that is it a one-time use, or is it a... That's a good question. I don't know if it's a full-time use or not. Anyway, so got that done. Whew. Now we can continue on with what we were wanting to do. That's all right, Tony. Okay, so... Keep going down. Back to around far front. There we go. By all means, Tony, please do. Let's see. We're gonna want to set our home. That works for now. Okay. Now with that done, we can go get sigil refreshed. So as I was saying before, with red procs. I originally was going to do Warrior Ninja because the procs of how they were set up with how the skills work with things. I ended up taking a look more into it, and it showed that basically I could do all of the other jobs more easily if I got a couple different weapons from the ethereal weapon marks, which is what I have some of the weapons for. And then by doing it as ninja, I don't actually have to get any new gear. Which is what I thought I would need, which is what I would need to do for Warrior. Because Warrior can't get high enough of the Katana and Great Katana. But if I do it the other way around, I only have to spend a couple merits, which I have already done so, on staff points, and everything else spits out. So the only problem is that at this point, my ninja is not high enough level to sufficiently fight stuff in Abyssia by... It's lonesome necessarily. It would be easier if it was level 99 and had some better gear. So I'm going to at least get it to, from 75, where it's left right now, try to get it to at least 78, and then maybe try some stuff. Because at level 78, I can get slightly better gear, and I can get a better weapon, and go to it from there. So. Okay, so continuing on with our story here. Yeah, I was going to do something. What was it? Something just popped in my head and I can't remember what it was. I'll think about it at some point. Okay. Okay, so the last thing that happened is that we ran into Lady Lilith. She shattered a memory, which turns out to be the memory connected to Sir Regulus, who is her father. So we're confused with what's going on. Mr. Mayakov, allow me first to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to speak with us here today. Now, if you would, sir, please share with us the inspiration behind this, your latest show. One of my favorite characters. It would be my pleasure. As you all know by now, when you come to the pursuit of artistic beauty and excellence, my troop Mayakov knows no bounds. No matter it's not a whit whether we stand before the royal throne or within the very bowels of hell, Troop Mayakov will continue to dance no matter what the circumstances. Even though the abyss of be our destination, I, Alexei Mayakov, shall dance to the end of the day, to the end of days. Bravo, bravo! Wait a second. This feels a little bit of deja vu. Ah, Janet, over here. Now, what's going on, Lilith? Thank you for coming. You must have heard about the send-off? No, this is all new to me. You haven't? Why am I not surprised? To educate you, the knights are being treated to a dance performance on the eve of their departure for Valdonia. Ah, we're going to the balcony. Went up here once. There's nothing up here. Purely story. It's purely a story space. I'm sure you were present for Mr. Mayakov's interview. Did anything about his interaction with the journalist strike you as odd? The strangely familiar speech. Glad to hear it didn't escape everyone's attention. Those flowery words dripping with nectar from his mouth. I know I heard something uncannily similar not so long ago. Yeah, when we first met. Here's my theory. This blurring of history and waning of memories could only be the work of Atomos. Devouring time as it sees fit and doing a rather shoddy job of patching through the shreds. Lilith, how are the girls supposed to rehearse while you're out here what is that word? Socializing, I think? Socializing. Hurry up inside this instant. I'll be right there, Mr. Mayakov. Must go and prepare. But just this night, let's forget about the unsettling events late and enjoy ourselves to the fullest. Okay? I mean, we could try. Yeah, this feels remarkably similar. Oh, third rate of the Knight of the Ironcrest Hawk. You do Troop Mayakov the highest honor by blessing us with your esteemed presence. We have been beside ourselves with the anticipation of your arrival, sir. The finest seat in the house has been prepared for your viewing pleasure and comfort. You have my thanks. Exactly what it sounded like when we first tried getting in. Exceedingly so. Why, if it isn't Janice, there's a seat inside with your name on it. Uh-oh. Nolier's getting a little... All the dancers are here. Lilith sets off by herself. It's fabulous I have you here, but I'm afraid young Lilith that won't be gracing the stage tonight. The other girls, insist they don't remember her, and they just can't, seem to keep in time. They even did sigh? Sigh with a lisp? I think someone got a little too handy with that, with their replace function. How do you sigh with a lisp? I don't mean to laugh, but it's like that's a little odd. Oh, that's a funny moment. Oh gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Troop Mayakov, I extend to you our warmest welcome. Tonight we have prepared a special performance to honor the brave knights who will soon leave hearth and home behind to march for the frozen north. Please join me now in a spirited round of applause for these indefatigable defenders of Santoria. That word keeps showing up. I hate it. Because I don't know what it means. And it just seems such a weird term to use. Thank you, thank you. At this juncture, we would like to call upon Sir Regulus of the Knights of the Ironcrest Hawk to say a few words on behalf of the Kingdom's Knights. This is this new? Please make yourself at ease. Before I begin, I would like to say that I stand before you as an equal. For truly no man or woman here is less worthy than I to be given the stage. The fire of war has raged across the realm, from Jugnar and Lothene to the very gates of our fair city. In this age of strife, 'tis all too easy to succumb to despair. But never must we lose heart, for though the sun may set, it most assuredly will rise again. Then we behold the light of morn banishing the darkness. The beastmen may rend our flesh and batter our walls, but never will they shatter our courage. Though blade may break and quiver be spent of shaft and bolt, never shall our hope fade. With the brothers and sisters of the Alliance fighting by our side, we shall weather the storm and emerge triumphant. For the children of Altona! On the morrow, Allied commanders shall convene in Juneau for a strategy meeting. The final stage of the Northern Expedition is nigh, and when it finally commences, rest will become a distant memory for us all. Oh, interesting. Someone's in crab armor. A little interesting to see. So let tonight be a time of unbridled joy and merriment. Revel, my friends, revel to your heart's content. It's been a long time since I saw someone in crab armor. If the entertainment not please you, Sir Lady, I am most pleased, Alexei, I assure you. Yet I cannot deny that the stage feels eerily empty, bereft of her presence. I've been meaning to ask a favor of you. Then ask away, my good sir, if there's anything that this simple dancer can do to be of service. Nothing will give me more pleasure. Then I shall be frank. We are short-handed for the upcoming operation. Oh, you'd have the dancers of Troop Mayakov fight at your side. Consider it done. Though as I am to disappoint, fleet-footed message runners, not warriors, are what I require. Poor little old me was desperately hoping to see some action. Success in an operation to such a grand scale, you see, it rests upon perfect synchrony between the nations. Thus the need for the swift relaying of information. Your troops is a recognized and respected name across the realm. Further, I know full well that your people can hold their own in battle should the need arise. Heaven forfend. I would be loath to entrust a role of such import to any other. Oh, you threw away with words, Sir Rachel. If that's the task you'd have us do, then look no further than Lilith and this strapping lad here. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I say, have we met? I fumbled to express myself, but my heart tells me our paths have crossed previously. Allow me to introduce Lilith, our brightest young dancer. Beside her is Jedith, our troop of #1 supporter. You'll be pleased to know that Jedith is a decorated member of the Iron Ram. You set my mind at ease, my friend. Once again, I find myself sinking deeper into your debt. Now then, without further ado, I shall set you to your first assignment. Pray make for Juno immediately upon the conclusion of the festivities. I shall brief you regarding the details of the operation thence. May the goddess speed your way. I don't know, the gal with the short hair, I know it's a pixie cut, but it does make me think woman. I don't know why. Her character just doesn't make me think woman. It's odd. Anyway. Small little weird tidbit there. I love doing Mayakov's stuff. It's a little hard sometimes to read it, but once I get into kind of the groove, it's fun to do. Mr. Mayakov, Jedith, there you are, Lilith. The things you've been telling me, they were all true. Huh? Being erased from people's memories, a debonair gentleman of third caliber wouldn't think to indulge in such a I don't know what that word is. Something jest. You do have a point, but there'll be no sign of Portia. What in the goddess good name is happening to my girl? In light of these recent inexplicable events, I decided to take a grand dete of faith and believe your fantastical tales of time traveling. It took you a while, Mr. Mayakov, but I'm glad to see you finally come around. You two have been up against some of those fast and challenged fiends, aren't you? Oh, poor thing! I can't imagine how frightening it must be been at times. You don't have to worry, Mr. Mayakov. After all, I'm the Moonshade Butterfly, Troop Mayakov's rising star. What's more, I have Jedith to back me up. Together we form Future Fabulous, a tag team duo that simply can't be beat. I wish I could make a change of that name, but your youthful optimism does always raise my spirit. Mr. Mayakov, I want to thank you for your kindness, looking after me when I first joined the troop, drilling me on the finer points of the Christons. To be honest, there was hardly anything left for me to do. It was as if you'd been dancing things you were inside the womb. Since you were inside the womb. Did you ever receive training under anyone? Truth be told, Mother did teach me a thing or two. One last thing, Lilith said, yes. Whenever you feel like things are pirouetting out of control, remember that you can always seek refuge here. I'm not about to forget my own truth poster girl, or her trusty sidekick. That's a promise. Thank you, Mr. Mayakov. I really like Mayakov. Honestly, I love him. Now that all the formalities are settled, we can get back to focusing on our mission. Something's brewing in Zarkabard. I feel it in the pit of my stomach. With me, Jeth. Next stop, the Grand Duchy of Juno. Yes. Okay, let's go find the book and warp our way. Okay, then we want to go all the way to Durfland S. Durfland Front. There we go. Find Rollenberry Fields. Yes. Now, for some reason, we have to go to Saramog. Which, seems slightly odd, but also not. Thought we would have been a little faster. Felt like I could have been actually gone a little faster had I gone to Saramog. I have to go across the map one way or another, which is annoying, but fair. I guess I was imagining going through the Cavernous Maw instead. At least we get some music on the way around. I hate that there's so many zones in this game that don't have music to them. It's just atmosphere sounds, just atmospheric. I need to tell you guys. So there's the game that I was. I've talked about this before. It's a game that's kind of like Satisfactory that's been going to be doing early access. I actually requested to be in playtest, and I actually got the thing this morning. I think I actually got access. So I've been trying to download it. Download the game. The game is called Star Rupture. Honestly, it looks really interesting. Depending on how it goes, it could potentially become a game that we stream, which would be kind of fun. Because it's taking all the factory and infrastructure building of Satisfactory and adding it to survival elements and combat that you'd get like in, I don't know, any kind of survival combat game, you know, like sci-fi and stuff like that. And you come up with a better combination. It needs to be like Satisfactory meets blank game. I don't know what game to put there. I hate running across a map like this. Even though I have a mount, which makes it twice as fast as it would have been originally, I still don't like having to run across an entire map like this. See, that's the thing. When you're in Ambissia, like I've been doing content for, you can't mount up. You can't be on a mount. So it takes forever to run across maps. Though to be fair, they're so full of enemies and stuff that there's enough going on that you don't have to go pretty crazy. It's going to be interesting though, because I have nearly finished up Scars of Abyssia zones with Vunkerl Inlets. I'm still working on that. And then we get into Heroes of Abyssia, which is the third section. And it's got new maps. I haven't been in those ones yet. So it'll be completely new there. Let me actually look up what is the other zones that are there for Abyssia in that instance. Okay, I need to look. Okay, I need to go through that door. Oh no, I might have done one of them. So you have Grauberg, which is one in the past, Yulgarand, and Altepa. Now I don't remember Altepa, so Altepa would have been one of the deserts. So it's either Western Altepa or East Altepa, I think. So I don't remember that one. I do remember going to Yulgarand just a little bit. I don't remember Grauberg very much. So Grauberg, just like Vunkerl, is part of the past. So I've only just passed through Grauberg. I have not explored the map a lot. But some of the items, so I have some of the pop items here in my inventory just now to think about it. So Moonbeam Clam, I think the chunk of high quality rock salt, Spheroid Plate, Coral Round, the Extended Sock, the Wailing Rags. Those are all part of it. But right now, I'm thinking that I need to work on leveling up Ninja. When I could get Ninja up to level 99, more or less, it will be somewhat better. I guess I do need to actually take a look and see if I can get some better gear. Because as of right now, the only gear I have from Ambu is the gear I currently have equipped, the Flammastat. There is the Hizamaru, so I could probably get a full set of that, and that would be decent enough for Ninja. But yeah. There's our cutscene coming up. Mm-hmm. And you two are... coming to partake in the Allied Strategy meeting. You'd best hurry. All nation representatives have long made their way to the audience chamber. That's right. We're going to see Count Camelno and everything. The Joint Operation Headquarters has been established here in the Duchy under the auspices of Archduke Camelno. As you all know, the Allied forces of Altana have been amassing in Valdania ahead of the looming battle. For Blessing, the mysterious explosion at the Tavnazia Peninsula effectively annihilated half of our enemy's numbers. Give me 1 second. I think I have missed out some hairs while streaming, while shaving earlier today. So I'm going to be back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Even so, the Beastman Confederate forces fortified in the Northlands is reported to exceed 50,000 strong. Commander de Villes has sent word regarding the situation at the Veldonian front. The tidings are grim. Next to no ground has been made in the advanced expedition against the Beastmen. Time has come for the Allied forces to hurl its entire weight against the icy walls of Castle Zval and put an end to this impasse. Captain Rangeless of the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk, step forth. Sir, you are hereby appointed commander of our northern forces with plenary authority over the siege of Castle Zval. Find out the details of the operation at the meeting to be held hence. Sir? Yes, sir. Okay. It's just a giant map of what we've already seen. Interesting. Without further ado, I shall explain the particulars of this operation. Our forces shall be divided up by nation. On arrival in Zarkbard, each nation is to take position at one of the 3 rally points indicated. Pardon my premature interruption, but I fail to see the wisdom of spreading so thinly our limited manpower. Allow me to enlighten you. The 3 positions you see have been chosen by virtue of their distance to the enemy's route of passage, Castle Zval, and the subterranean cavern, respectively. Subterranean cavern? 'Tis known that beneath Zarkbard lies a network of caverns that stretches to the bowels of Castle Zval. By commencing our offensive in concert, we can engineer the enemy's retreat into the caverns, and ultimately the castle itself. Chief Sturm, have you the requested item? Naturally, Captain Bartholomew himself relayed the specifics of your order to me. Oh, what are those? At my behest, our Bastokian allies have furnished us with a batch of custom explosives. Under the confirmation of the enemy's retreat into the castle, we shall detonate the explosives and induce a cave-in of such passage, severing all escape routes. Thence, the siege of Castle Zval shall commence in earnest. I see. That concludes the first half of the operation. The second half begins with a frontal assault on Castle Zval, a diversion to be sure. When the enemy's eyes are fixed on the front gate, a strike force will steal its way to the castle's flank, and thence storm the keep and deal the killing blow. Strategy shall henceforth be known as Operation Snowstorm. Success rests on all units involved moving and breathing as one body and mind. A brilliantly concocted strategy is what I would say had we sufficient troops to execute it. My thoughts exactly. Why, it would be nothing short of a miracle if we were instead felled by the very same prey we seek to dispatch. Have the tempered climes of Sandoria softened the grip of the harshness of reality? The grip on the harshness of reality. What? How dare you? Legatus Maximilian, please. Pressed for time as we are, I beg you keep your comments constructive. It's quite all right, Master Caster. I shan't deny that many a kingdom strategy has been somewhat unorthodox of late. But pray bear with me for a moment longer. I promise all doubts will be assuaged. Enter. Oh ho! Who are these? Who are these folks? And who might these men and women be? Precisely. Twould be no exaggeration to call them the caulk that shall keep afloat the vessel that is Operation Snowstorm. Sparsely manned, as our main units are, they can ill afford to focus on aught but their assigned tasks. Allows the flexibility to deal with the unforeseen. It would deem that a flying column would best suit our needs. The Hydra Corps is the unit's name. Its configuration has been optimized for adaptability to meet the ever-changing face of the battlefield. Wait a second. Oh, that's interesting, because the Hydra Corps are actually, bad guys in Dynamis. Fascinating. Great balls of Faraga, evidence Totoro. This started when I was wondering where you might be hiding. Lo and behold, you've gone and joined the Hydra Corps. Hydra Corps. It's a long story, but in a nutshell, I was duly invited to become a member. As you know, spells have never been my forte, but here, my Talentarus will get to see full use. If Gemini and Warlocks, I'll leave it under your astute leadership. You tried not to bumble you here. Likewise to you, little brother. In choosing the members for this elite unit, each individual's unique talents have been given precedence over proficiency in warfare. Well, this certainly explains the rumors that master craftsmen from across the Middle Lands have assembled to produce weapons of unequal might. Might I venture to assume that all apprehension regarding manpower has now been addressed? You assume correctly, Sir Rageless. Please disregard my earlier display of effrontery. This is the celebrated Sandorian commander who has garnered such lavish praise. Here's every omen the shrewd technician spoken of in rumors. I dare say victory might yet be within grasp. It is a steep and rocky path that lies before us, my friends, but so long as we stand united, there is no mountain we cannot crest. Together we shall restore peace to our lands. Everybody does their own salute. The final item in the agenda, allow me to introduce the 2 volunteers who shall serve as messengers for the operation. Thrilled to meet you all. I'm Lilith, Troop Mayakav's Bright Star, and with me here is Death, my trusty companion. Together we form the unbeatable tag team duo, Future Fabulous. Goofball. And on that note, the meeting is concluded. We shall next meet on the snow-clad fields of Valdania. Ensure that your respective units' passage there is uneventful. May the goddess smile upon us. Seriously, Lilith. So Rageless has been straining himself ever since the dance performance. Thought of Portia torments him still. He keeps his personal ordeals well hidden behind a mask. To me, it might be well made of glass. Please keep heart, Sir Rageless. Surely we'll try over the Beastmen, then you and Portia will be reunited. Your concern is touching, young lady, but my foremost priority is the operation's success. Private matters have no place on the battlefield, nor in my mind. As commander, I must abide no thought that might impair my judgment. War is a fickle thing. Plan out every single detail, though we might, no man can know how events will unfold. Quite right. How events will unfold. And now then, pray make ready to leave for Zarkabard at the earliest hour. May the goddess watch over you. Jedith, you do know what happened at the Battle of Zarkabard. How events are supposed to have unfolded? History tomes state the Allied forces triumphed despite overwhelming odds, securing victory in the conflict. With so much history already altered and countless variables at play, I dare not place my trust in the words of a book. First-hand accounts, on the other hand. Jedith, what say you I learned about the campaign from someone who was directly involved? The knowledge should prepare us better for what's to come. Let's make a brief detour to present-day Sandoria before we head to Zarkabard. I think it sounds pretty wise. Yeah, let's do that. Now we're just going to speak to Halvar, who was actually at the battle. So, yeah, let's run over to the outpost. That's what we should have done. We just should have warped to the outpost. That would have been fastest. Let's run over to the outpost. We should be able to talk to somebody to warp us back to Sandoria. Because once we get to Sandoria, then we can use a book to go back to the present. Walk out into East Runfar and come back. There's no one here. Because it's Beastman held. Oh! Let's see. I guess we are just gonna have to run off to a book. Okay, here we go. Dismount. More Sandoria. Here we go. I need to look up the hunt registry stuff because I kind of wonder what it's for. I've yet to see anything behind the hunt registry. Okay. So now we go out these. Go out these gates. Okay, and walk back in. Cutscene. Oh, there we go. What in the world? Our future is fading away. The comet. We're the only ones who can see it? The situation is worse than I feared. We haven't any time to waste. As for who we speak to... How about, Monterley Halvar, who we come to entreat the aid of Bastock and Winters in the past? Considering his post, he should be well versed in all things regarding the Crystal War. Whether or not he remembers the two of us, though, we'll just have to find out. True enough. I decided to run the distance rather than trying to take a warp. I beg your pardon, my lord. Would you by any chance remember us? Hmm? Who are you and what business do you have within Chateau d'Orléans? My companion and I, are, simple adventurers hungry for knowledge. If my lord could spare the time, we wish to learn about the Battle of Zarkbard. Ah, your request is as music to my ears, young lady. The youth of Stace show precious little interest in the events of the past, the sacrifices that many made to ensure the continued existence of our fair kingdom. Now, what would give me greater pleasure than to share what I know? Now then, where shall we begin? Ah, yes, Sir Rageless B. Balmont, the hero of the Battle of Zarkbard. His name I recall well. Sadly, though, I am given to understand that none in his unit, the White Crested Hawk, survived to return home. Such a grueling battle it must have been. Wait, I once was told a man who religiously visited Sir Rageless's grave out in Battaglia Downs. I have no notion as to the identity of that individual, but it might as well serve to seek him out. Thank you, my lord. Yes, let's go make haste to Battaglia Downs. A moment. Yes, my lord? The resemblance you bear to someone I fought beside during the war is truly striking. And daring young lady she was, with such strength of spirit as would make one believe naught was beyond hope. It's merely but a trick of the mind, surely, for 2 decades have passed since then. Were we to meet this day, we would stand before me a stately she would stand before me a stately matron. I think that's a K-pop thing. Is the sideways V for victory near the eye? I'm pretty sure that's a K-pop thing. You're just sitting in a corner. Don't see that very often. Okay, so now we have to go out to Battaglia Downs. Apparently, we need to also buy a lilac. Seth, there you are! Hey, we got through the fight! I did sub Black Mage and just used an AoE spell and grabbed everybody's attention, and the fight was done. It was easy. Yeah, that's what I figured it was. Yeah, I feel really nice about it. It felt great to just get that done, so. I still have not changed my subclass back. I'm still black black mage. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. Yeah. That was not the main reason why I grabbed it, though, because I still had to do. And I do use my sub job quite a bit for samurai. Okay, now we need to go down to Battaglia Down, but we need to go to Upper Juno first. Upper Juno. Get ourselves a lilac. Oh, looks like we might need to get a couple of them. Okay. I've also gotten Abyssia done up to... I've done 5 Abyssia zones. I've been able to beat the zone boss. Well, not the zone boss, but the one you need for the clear. I'm currently at Bunkerl, Bissio Bunkerl. Take 2 lilacs. I tried going up against I think it was Warder of Hope in Esha Ruan today. That did not go well. That went very poorly. And then I realized I don't really actually need to do it. So, maybe one day. Because it would be nice to get the combat torque, but that's going to take a lot of farming. And I don't know how important something like that actually would be, necessarily. Certainly would be nice to have. Okay, now, where are we going here in Battalion Downs? I-10. Let's see. The top of the hill from the main entrance? But no required. Yeah, and that's what I figured. The thing is that... Okay, so here's the thing. I've got a lot of items stored up right now, a lot of weapons and stuff that I'm holding for jobs I haven't leveled yet. I feel like I probably should actually just level up some of them or toss the weapons out, except for a select few. Purely because it's something that I'm running out of space. Though, to be fair, I could go and work on getting some, I could work on getting, some more space. Because my, gobby bag is only 60 spaces right now, rather than the 80. So I could get another 40 pieces I could get another 40 places if I wanted. That, as well as the, sack, I think, upgrades as well. Have you ever been here, Jedith? This section of the burial grounds is dedicated to the poor souls who lost their lives in the war. Okay, that just barely hit me. The Elden Necropolis, everything on top, it's all gravestones. It's all marker plinths. I didn't even think about that. I only thought about Elden Necropolis on the underground, where the catacombs are. Wow. Wow, that took me over a decade to figure that out. Holy crap. Father, too, has been laid to rest here, and Mother next to him. There seems to be no visitors at the moment. Which reminds me, we came empty-handed. I'm many things, but certainly not an ungrateful daughter. Father was always partial to lilacs. Jeff, might I trouble you to fetch some from Juno? There you should be able to find vendors that stock them. In the meantime, I'll stay here and give this place a woman's touch. Uh-huh. Thank you, Jedith. This means a lot to me. Let's offer a word of prayer, shall we? Somebody there? Oh, be damned. It ain't his own very flesh and blood. There's no mistaking that fiery red hair and them eyes gleaming with mischief. Heard much about you, but never had the pleasure of meeting you in person. Might I trouble you for your name, sir? Ah, I've gone and forgot my manners, haven't I? Beg pardon, miss. I'm Larzos, a retired soldier of the Allied forces. Wasn't Larsos the guy who was with Mayakov? Jeth, wasn't this person sided with Lilith? Oh, that's right, Larsos, yeah. I had the distinct honor of fighting beside your father in the Battle of Zarkabard. He saved me from so many a bind, I have fair lost count. If it isn't too much trouble, could you tell me the battle? And of father too? Oh, why, nothing would please this old musketeer more, little missy. At Zarkabard, the Allies put in motion Operation Snowstorm, a right audacious strategy drawn up by your father, and laid siege to Castle Sval. Yes, the Allies' triumph of Castle Sval effectively heralded the end of the war. Oh, I see you haven't neglected your history lessons. If the siege hadn't succeeded, there would have been no striking down of the Shadow Lord. Sir Rachlis played a vital role in our victory, but the price was dear. Not a man in his unit was left standing when the fighting was through. I'm sure you know your father was a good-natured soul, quick with a jest and true to his word. But on the battlefield, he fought like a man possessed, with a frosty that made mice of beastmen. All of us were hard-pressed to believe he was nursing an injury that whole time. Admired by one and all, your father was. A true soldier. It gutted me to hear that the wound claimed him after the war. The operation, did it proceed smoothly? Did anything unusual or unexpected occur during the battle? If there's something you can call, I'd love to hear any of it. Anything at all. Let's see. Now that you mention it, there was this one strange occurrence. It happened just as we were storming the keep proper. Okay. Getting through all the kindred demons. Making our way towards the throne room, we were cutting through score after score of demons. And there was the sudden blinding flash of light accompanied by a deafening blast. Shocked into stillness, I gazed up and saw a massive cloud floating overhead. Or a star, rather. I'm afraid the gears haven't been kind to this old godless memory. Whatever it was enveloped in an eerie light. For a space, I thought I was dreaming, and so did those around me. We all stood there unmoving, weapons slack in hand. How much time passed, I can't say, but when we finally snapped out of our trance, the ground we stood on was littered with the lifeless corpses of our foes. Standing near me was Sir Rachlis, his face deathly pale. I asked him what that was all about, but his jaws were clenched tight. Needless to say, then there wasn't time nor place to be speculating. We just assumed it was some beastman magic as we went and clashed with the next wave of demons. But no one else has been able to explain the occurrence to this day. Or bothered to, I should say. Curious. A star. But that ain't all. Sometime after the war, I ran into Sir Rachlis by chance. We were reminiscing in the past, tankards at hand, when he said something peculiar about that bizarre occurrence. I don't recall it word for word, but he mentioned feeling a quiet pride of spurning an alliance with darkness, even if it meant even if it had mean his death. An alliance with darkness. I tilted my head at his words, but being his daughter and all, perhaps you can make some sense of them. That unusually enough for you, little missy? It certainly was. I best be going now, but don't hesitate to call on me if you ever need anything. That's the least I can do to repay the man who saved my life. Thank you, Mr. Larsos. Okay, the cogs are spinning again. So the Larsos of our reality isn't a minion of Lilith. What was exactly that transpired at Zarkabard? It seems the decision was forced upon Sir Rachlis, something monumental. Okay. Here's a theory. I'm going to throw it out. No one confound it yes or no. This is kind of rhetorical, okay? Lilith is a Lady Lilith is another alternative version of Lilithset. Larsos is a different version. Therefore, Rodhal is probably Sir Rachlis. I don't know who Aquila would be, but it feels like it loops into everything. Whatever it is, it must be averted. So us being the champions of dawn, they're basically the champions of darkness. And so they've come from, they basically are trying to make their own history come true in this timeline and make it the true version because they have all this power. That's my thinking at the moment. So we'll see if that's true. I may be thinking into it too much. Whatever it is, it must be averted. Jeth, we must hurry and return to the past. To Zarkabard. Yep. Sweet. We're actually going, so the Battle of Zarkabard mission. I don't know how deep this is, but we're getting pretty far into it. Oh, that's right, because I actually don't do that. I use... Here we are. Zoning in. Goodness, I've never seen so many troops rallied in one place. Truly is the moment of truth for the Allied forces. Ahem, you're late. Behind schedule. Kate Sith. Operation was about to commence without you. Begin right away. The two of you are taking part, if I'm not mistaken. My assumption correct? But of course, Jed and I are serving as messengers for the allies. Or yourself, Kate Sith. Will you be joining us? I have someone with whom I must meet. A prior engagement. As such, I leave this end of the business to you, in your trusty paws. Do your utmost to steer the Allies towards success, whatever you can. That goes without saying. And I'll be on my merry way. Toodaloo, toodle along. Okay, that was curious. What does she have to meet? Let's hurry, Jedeth. Let's must report to the Sandorian forces. Our cabin should be west of here, a short distance before the castle. Yep. Ah, Walk of Echoes. We're about to see who Kate Sith was going to see, I suppose. Now then. Off I go to stop Atamos from devouring the Danaville whence those two came. The brighter of two futures. But how exactly? Good question. Why does it say ruly imp? Shouldn't it be an unruly imp? As you know, forces of chaos and darkness. It always freaks me out when one of those things shows up. Because it loads in the distance on the ground and immediately shows back up in the air. So it's just this big rush of a shape or something that's kind of in view. It always makes me wonder what the heck it is. For just a split second. Is that our spot? I think it is. Yep, it is. Must be the wrong spot. We are in F8 though. Oh, it's next to the sparkling point. There it is. Right next to it. Gotcha. Prelude to a storm. What took the tooth so long, if I may ask? Mr. Mayakov, why are you here? Ever since the troops departed for Doggvdegg, I have been ill at ease. Tossing and turning in bed, unable to get a wink of sleep. Then it dawned on me that I simply couldn't stand being left out of the act. So here I am. Ecstatic to have you join us, sir. How goes the Allies' preparations? Thus fine and dandy, it would seem. All units have been taking position. Positions. Ironic that the operation would be delayed by its very namesake. It would be unwise to proceed while visibility is compromised. I submit that we await the storm's abatement. Very well, let us not hasten that which could well determine the fate of Vanadil. Smart words. Guitars and gargoyles and eyeballs. Oh my! Ah, much better. The numbers seem far fewer than reports have suggested. Perhaps the explosion of Tavnazia dealt a greater blow to their ranks than we had imagined. Praise be to Altana. Pardon my audacity, Thoroughred Lilith, but clearly you haven't forgotten about Portia. Porco is being held somewhere within the keep, awaiting rescue. Pray forgive me. My priority is to lead the Allied forces, my Ironcrest Hawks, to victory. Beyond that objective, naught else matters. What? No. So you're the ones behind all the strange incidents of late, eh? Not the least of all, the appearance of them cavernous maws. A tad late to be giving advice now, but you should have kept to the shadows. Marching in here, brazen as you please. You gotta be either suicidal or stupid. If I might make bold, we consider ourselves neither. It is my mistress's wish that she be granted an audience with his lordship. Oh my gosh! Look, to be your lucky day. Liege Lord of the Dark Kindred, Supreme Commander of the Beastmen Confederate, Great Unifier of Beastmen, and Emperor-in-Waiting of all Vanadil, the Shadow of the Lord of Shadows. That's to say, the Shadow Lord. He looks great in his armor. I knew that he wore armor like this, but it's been a long minute. And it looks even better in 14, but seeing it here first is a big deal. Mind you, insolence won't be abided in the presence of his mightiness. Kneel in deference, nay, prostrate yourselves before. That tongue will be the death of you, Flit. Flit? What? Okay, so Flit was in Argon. This is his past self. Ah, they noticed me. 1,000 pardons. Incivility was far from our intention, but certain safeguards had to be taken. Likewise. Oh, he had him surrounded by a bunch of demons. Such an unseemly display in the throne room. Enough of this. You obviously have something to say, so say it. We shall not mince words. We possess knowledge of the future. Know you how the Crystal War plays out? Should you not be privy to this knowledge, we shall enlighten you. Decades may pass, countless battles may be fought, but this conflict shall see no end. The future that lies in wait is one of fire and brimstone. The land shall be scorched, then washed in blood, only to be scorched once more. Don't sound pretty, but it's within the raging flames of conflict that courage and valor find their truth. There are, however, those who refuse to embrace destiny. A meddlesome cat and a naive young girl and her misguided companion. That's quite the motley crew, if you ask me. They come to this age, seeking to fabricate a reality stripped of the existence of our two factions. Do continue. As such, we come to extend our hand in alliance. A truce, until such time as the meddlers are removed from the picture. 'Tis in neither of our best interests to be lunging at each other's throats, while those who would undo us stand poised to slip a knife between our ribs. The future indeed. Not that the Underworld's ever concerned itself with the laws of time. What do you think, boss? I wouldn't blame you for being dubious. Very well. You and yours, will not be met with harassment from my minions until said matter has been settled. Huh? Your scent gladdens me. We two are much alike, as brother and sister. Let's do well by one another. Are you sure about this, boss? One of your origin should not be incognizant to the aura of darkness they possess. Well, you have the right of it there. Then it is settled. As a gesture of goodwill, we shall make our troops available to you in the coming battle. They have an army of demons under their command can only mean one thing, but... Fine. As the boss said, no harassment from us. You're free to do as you will. Further, we have taken the liberty of arranging a distraction that should serve to confound your besiegers. All this elbow rubbing between friend and foe, as if we're back in the age of beasts. But whatever happens from this point onwards, I can't imagine Master being displeased. Magnificent performance, my lady. Pressing murderous intent does stiffen my shoulders so. Slacken your vigil, not for an instant. We must be poised to go on the offensive as soon as the cat is removed. and their accursed future devoured clean. As you wish, my lady. You get attention with a butter knife. Oh no, please no, don't notice me. Nobody here. Aquila. Yes, ma'am. I had assigned you a task. You were to take care of a certain halfling. What became of that? I asked you a simple question. Forgive me, my lady, but we do know of the fact that he's in Winterst. Each pathetic word of excuse sputtered out serves only to truncate your life. No matter. Should he be foolish enough to prove himself unamenable, we need but tighten our stranglehold on the Federation. From this moment, you shall bear his burdens as your own. Have I made myself clear? Yes, my lady. Aquila's just such a dork. So I wonder the person from Winterst, huh? Who could that be about? Scout reporting, sir. A northbound beastman battalion has been sighted passing the checkpoint. The time has come. Attend me, one and all. Operation Snowstorm is hereby commenced. Upon my signal, we move out. Winterst first, with Bastok and Sandoria to follow. You two, take word to the other nations' encampments. Lo, the storm has abated. The goddess watches over us. My comrades, faithful children of the goddess, our journey has been long, but the end is in sight. But, excuse me, getting hiccups. The final bout to preserve all that we hold dear has begun. Mr. Mayakov, isn't there anything we could do for Portia? Don't you worry. They're Lilith and not some heartless brute. I'll wager he's got a dozen tricks up his sleeve to bring her back to us. I hope so. In the meantime, we each have duties to perform. You're supposed to deliver messages to the Winterstian and Bathokian encampments, yes? Yes, sir. The Federation forces stationed southeast of here should be for the first stop. Hurry along now. Off we go. When you get a lot of F noises, it gets hard to read the words. I have to kind of make a guess. It's just really hard to figure out. Oh, look at all the little people. Hello? A young lady there. Hi, Master Lilith reporting, sir. I come with word of the Sandorian encampment. Operation Snowstorm has commenced. Is His Excellency Warlock Warlord Robel Akel present? The Warlock's Warlord is currently attending to matters elsewhere. Oh. In his absence, Master Caster Kayil Pahil here has been appointed acting commander of Winterstian Northern Forces. Oh, I see. What's this? I leave to check on my girls for a second, and what's to come to find? You with cheeks all flushed, nattering away with some dancer lass? Bad, Master Caster. Bad, bad Master Caster. You're supposed to be leading us, for crying out loud. Get a hold of yourself already. What? You've got it all wrong. It's not that it's not what it seems. I mean, who do you take me for? My fierce ladies, the hour has come. Our objective is to purge the caverns of enemy presence, after which our Bastokian allies will enter to plant explosive charges. All right, it's high time we saw some action. Do your utmost to reduce enemy forces and clear the path for those who are to follow. Speed is of the essence. Enter the cave, make mincemeat of the enemy, walk out, and wipe the blood off our weapons. What's this supposed to be? Kindergarten? Yeah, you tell him, sister. Master Caster, keep a close eye on our performance today, and share all you see with the Warlock Warlord. He's the one holding the coin purse for our pay, you know. Only now do we learn to appreciate Master Leko's flair for dealing with the Mithrin mercenaries. Oi! What are you two still talking about? Come along! Huh? Are you talking to us? Who else could I be talking to? The Star Sybil? We're gonna raise some serious heck today. Wake the dead. Don't go tripping over any tails. Before you go, take this mage-like signal flare. You'll need to signal your entry into the cavern. It's for the benefit of our Sandorian and Bastokian allies that they've been kept informed of our movement. Spares are available if you have need of another. Now, go and do Winders proud. Okay, so Lilith was talking about that other person in Windurst. I think it's the leader, Robel Akel. Okay, now we just need to go just a little south of the eastern of the rally point. Maybe into the side cavern just over here. Spell worked snow. Yep, this is it. Okay, so this is another fight. I need to look this up really quick. Okay. Looks like it should be, okay, so it should be easy to do. I've got room to spare, so here we go. We're going to go use Reverie again. Which is the same place that we went to just at the beginning of the stream here, when we took out Kingslayer Doggvdegg. Oh, they're going down really easily. One swing, literally one swing, and I haven't even buffed myself yet. They're giving us temporary items, which I'm finding a little curious. Clearly, this was a harder fight than what normally would have been at the time of its release, I'm sure. Oh, and then the last one goes running off. Nice, Cortana hit the right number. I kept wanting to say button. That's not right. Can't even move. they're just swarming the zone. He's gonna run off and it's gonna go boom. There goes a boom. Where do you think you're going, Stinker? Well done. Keep forgetting that Uriel Blade is actually, like, really strong. Oh, archdemons. Hello. Ah! Archdemon. Get back here, you! Okay, let's get back to Pesoso. Getting a little warm in this room. Impressive work, ladies. You call that cave of hostiles? Ah! I've had rubber strolls through meadows back home in the motherland. With the aid of your extra hands, we fulfilled our objective with the least of fuss. You've done Windurst a great service. It isn't much, but do accept this token of our gratitude. Or times better, I would have offered you a more fitting reward for your deeds. Hear me, one and all, that marks the end, but for the first phase of the operation. Prepare yourselves well, for a long and arduous besiegement is yet to come. Phew. Let's not waste any time, Jeth. Next, we must relay the message to the Bastokian army, northeast of here. Okay, so... The funny thing, though, when looking back at those characters... Ajazwan reminds me of one of the Mithrin, one of the Sin Hunters. So remember at the end of Chains of Promathia, we actually found out what her name was, but I can't remember what it is. And if my theory is correct, then that was just a little Easter egg for any player that remembered that instance. The two of you are? Well, but isn't my favorite maiden of the battlefield? And you've even brought your friend. Lovely to see you again, sir, but I fear we haven't time for chit-chat. Janet and I bring word from Sir Regulus. Winterstein signal flare went up just a moment ago, so we've been expecting you. And I suppose you shouldn't need to tell us that Operation Snowstorm is hereby commenced. Understood. You heard the lady. It's time for the Republic to enter the fray. Second and fourth divisions, make ready to enter the caverns. First and third divisions, provide support by eliminating any hostiles encountered. Hi there. I trust we can rely on your cooperation as well. The Republic's efforts comprise 2 stages, and we need you to partake in the first. That is, the weakening of the cavern's structural integrity through strategic blasting. This will serve as groundwork for the mission's second and final phase, the grand finale. Oakley! Understood. If I remember correctly, Adelheid is part of the scholar, stuff, as well as a trust. So, the scholar storyline. So, an operation positioned within will give you an operative position within will give you a complete briefing. It's bound to be as simple as fractal geometry. One last thing before we go, take this alchemical signal flare here and use it as you enter the cavern. It'll serve to inform the other 2 nations of our progress. In the unlikely event that you fail in your mission, return here and I'll provide you with a replacement. Good luck! Okay, so looking at this... 24 Republic operatives in the zone while under the effect of a time-lapsed flea stimulant, and let them detonate their charges. Once all 4 charges have been detonated, report back to Anji to complete the mission. Failure to refresh the stimulant will require you to return to Anji and start from square 1. Note, it only fails if you talk to the NPC without flea status. Cheese this sometimes with flea probability, powder boots. If you have multiple pairs, even using latent effect here, that'll give you flea when you're hit before talking to the next. Will not be refreshed from the NPCs if you used flea. The item used... okay. And a flash of smoke will appear in the distance, hinting the next operative's position. Appearance, when you first start, the blast will be south of the NPC, and the circle below continue in a counterclock where its tiger mobs are present in the area, but will not remove their flea effect if they catch you. Okay, so there is a picture here. Okay, so this will be interesting. Okay, we need to find the excavated snow, which is to your right, right there. Okay. So we have to speak to an operative, not lose flea, and just avoid the enemies. This is clearly a speed run, basically. Well, hopefully I can do well at it, because I don't want to have to wait. We can do stuff if I fail, but let's not get into that. When it's failure where you potentially have to wait a whole hour before you can retry, you kind of want to not goof up. Hello there, soldier. You must be the extra pair of hands Chief Sturm sent word about. No time for pleasantries, I'm afraid, so perk up them ears up and pay attention to the briefing. Public's task is the strategic blasting of key locations in this cavern, and you're going to help us out. The assortment of our scout and engineering operatives, 24 in all, have already assumed positions and planted the explosive charges. By detonating these charges, we weaken the structural integrity of the entire passageway, priming it for the big one that'll send them filthy beastmen scurrying back to their den. That is, if they don't get buried alive first. But here's the rub. Simultaneous detonating of all the charges would draw the enemy's attention and blow our cover. That's why we'll be doing it bit by bit, one explosion after the next. And this is where you come in, soldier. You'll be the fuse, so to speak. What's that supposed to mean, you ask? I was just getting to that. First, I'll administer you with a special stimulant that'll boost your movement speed. But that's its only function, mind you. I approach an operative while the stimulant effect still is in effect. That's their cue to detonate their charge and then leave the caverns. Report back to me when all 24 charges have been detonated and all operatives have safely evacuated. There's one detail you ought to keep in mind. As a countermeasure against espionage, stimulant's effect is designed to fade out after a time, but the benefits will remain so long as you keep moving and setting off the charges. If the stimulant wears off halfway, come back here by either talking to an operative or by using one of them enzymes. Of course, this means you'll have to start the mission over from the top. What's an ensign, you may ask? You see that thing behind you? That's an ensign, one of Republican persuasion, to be precise. 6 of them have been placed throughout the caverns to expedite our operatives' movements. They come in handy when you're planning on doing a mission as a group, as well as in emergencies. Now, here's one last tip before I send you off. The instant charge is detonated, run towards the blast. Beyond the explosion, you'll find your next man. Now then, I'm going to administer the stimulant. Report back to me after all 24 charges have been detonated and the operatives safely evacuated. Same goes for if you fail. Okay. I do have a picture of the route I'm supposed to take. Are we good to go? Let's get to it. Mission's commenced. Move it, move it, move it! They're playing the Awooga Waltz. Anybody want to join me in the quick step? What? Let's go, 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 go! Okay, this is kind of cool. Look at the map and everything like that. I love it. Keep those lights pumping, soldier. Like it mode. At least the explosions give me like an idea of like, okay, run in that direction, you'll see somebody. Oh, that way. I hope I didn't go the wrong way. I might have. Oh shoot, I think I did lose my way. Yeah, I went in a circle. Shoot. I'm gonna have to start from scratch. Shoot. Dagnabbit. Yeah, I'm looking at a composite map here, so trying to figure out where I am in the real thing is just kind of hard. Okay, so I need to find the next ensign. So here, there he is. Let's start from the beginning. Ah. Mission failed. Report back to the captain without delay. So you failed. What will you do, soldier? I want wings to fly. Good. At least I can immediately try again until the timer runs out, more or less. That's good, at least. When I didn't see an explosion kind of in the direction I was moving, it made me go like, oh shoot, I've actually lost track of where I was supposed to be. Up. Cracks in the ground. Tiger on my tail. I'm not trying to catch his tail this time. Oh, dude, he's fast. If he's actually trying to attack me. Oh, yeah, I do go up that way. And then I have my way back around. Okay. Screw you, tiger, get out of my way. I didn't want to attack. No, disengage. There's one of the ensigns. Oh, but that's a dead end. Oh shoot! I lost my flee effect. What? I thought I was doing fine. Dagnabbit. I don't know why, but I'm having more trouble with this than I expected I would. This way. Okay, I now know where I am on the map. Nearly halfway. Oh man, I wish I could move this fast like all the time. It would be great. Upwards. There you are. Yeah, this one does a weird loop. I think I'm supposed to go straight ahead and then work back to this guy, and then continue on. Yep, there we go. Five more, we're really close. I went the wrong direction. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, I saw the explosion that time. Supposed to go that way. Whew. Ah, got a tiger on my tail. This they don't hit for very hard. Thank goodness. Last one. There we go. Woohoo! Back to the commander. There we go. Welcome back, soldier. The mission was a great success, thanks to you. Now it's all left for us to wait for the command to send everything crumbling down. Chief Sturm herself will be sure to hear of your exploits from me. You can count on it, soldier. Haha, piss off, tiger. All right. Okay, and then we need to check back at the rally point red, I guess. Those things were fast. Oh, welcome back. It appears the mission proceeded without hiccups. How dare you? I goofed up twice. The stage has been set over here, so feel free to resume your order of business. Understood. Our task is done, Jet. Time to report back to Sandorian encampment. Uh-huh. With the recent blow to the Dark Kindred's ranks, the Allies have gained a slight advantage. How shall we proceed, my lady? We employ our next playing piece. The game's crowning moment is yet to come. Very good, my lady. Is the same as Sir Regulus's? That is the seed of a future. Two worthy individuals possessed of one heart shall be drawn together, then the master shall descend. Share the same hopes, strive to realize the same dreams, and together you shall live on. The fortitude to overcome the pain is within you. Soon it begins. Soon he comes to Castle's Fall. My. Splash through the reflection of time. And what might you be, eh? Oh. Is Larzo's part of the reason why it gets triggered? There's a thought. I got turned around. oddly enough, as of right now, I feel like I don't know where this is going to head for the story. For the last couple of stories, it felt like it's been a bit more standardized, and I could kind of guess what it was. I actually don't know how it's going to go this way. The expected plot twists have not revealed themselves, so I don't know. I'm curious. Messenger reporting, sir. Both Bastock and Winters have finalized their preparations. Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Rageless. We stand before the final phase of the operation. Collapsing of the underground passage, the siege of Castle Zval commences in earnest. All nations regroup. Strike units. The detonation of the explosions is your signal to flank the castle. During this time, the Ironcrest Hawks will raise such heck as would permit the enemy no time to pry their eyes from their front gate. Rageless, please. What, Vastelet? What do you want so badly to wish to say? I must know. Your decision regarding Portia, is it final? I'll not repeat myself. As commander, I cannot be fretting over the welfare of a single woman whilst the outcome of war hangs in the balance. I think Vastelet is Hadral. It could be. I know full well where my responsibilities lies, as should you. Your Matter Falcons, the Lilonian Warlocks, and the Republican 3rd Division form the strike force in that order. Do not fail us. Understood. There's Larzos. Let me through, I say. Sir Regulus. What is it? We picked up a curious object believed to have been dropped by a Zval-bound Beastman battalion, sir. We suspect it's their means of communicating. Is this a link pearl? Another blessing. With this, we can intercept any messages and know their movements in advance. Is someone there? Portia, is it truly you? That voice. Sir Regulus? Listen to me, Portia. Where are you? I'm in cell. Castle's... Found it. Signal is breaking up. You mustn't come. Wanted save you. Portia? Portia! Damn it all to hell! I'll take the curse for that. That's a really important line. What am I to do? Rageless! We enter the final phase of the operation. Have the Matter Falcons ready to spearhead the strike force. Forgive me, sir. I ought not have brought this darn thing upon you. No, none is to blame. I feel for your plight, sir. Ain't there nothing we can do? Would that there were, but I fear my hands are bound. Reallocating our limited manpower to personal ends would prove fatal to the operation. If I alone could, but... Vastelet! What is it? I shall join the Matter Falcons. What? But who will lead the Ironcrest Hawks? Lieutenant Ethelbert is more than capable in command of my stead. Further, with General Khosrow himself afield, a mercenary effort shall not suffer for my absence. shall signal the strike force's readiness to the best okers. Initiate the frontal assault on the first sound of the explosion. Understood? Sir? Yes, sir. During the course of our onslaught of the castle, I shall alone keep watch for Portia. Rageless. No ill shall come of this if we capture Castle Vale with due haste. I, for one, would welcome an extra sword arm among my men. Few are surer than yours. But all the same, I am obliged to voice my concern. Have you thought this through? I needn't remind you the abandonment of one station is considered a serious breach of protocol. Your concern is appreciated, but quite unnecessary. For as long as the operation succeeds, I shall gladly submit myself to whatever punishment the disciplinary committee cares to mete out. Sir Rageless, allow us to accompany you. Please, sir, we'll not make a burden of ourselves. Very well. You may come. Thank you, sir. I wonder if we're playing into Time's hands. We're playing into Lilith's plan. Still feel like we are. Checkmate. This game is won. It rends the heart to see a young life come to a premature end. But such is the harshness of reality. Goodbye, my pitiful Lilithette. Our path takes us through the Baileys. From there, we begin our encirclement of the keep. Portia is being held in a cell somewhere within the castle. We locate her and bring her with us. Understood, sir. Come on, Jeth. Let's go and reclaim our future. All right. So. Now to head to the castle fort itself, which I didn't even know you could do. What the heck? Right. Creepy organ music. Oh, it's even an evil place. Blah. So we finally come face to face with the infamous Castles Val. Just staring at it from here is enough to set my hairs on end. This is the strike force. Do you copy? Why, Sir Rangelus, I was under the impression you were partaking in the reversion. There have been minor changes. Strike Force stands at the ready, awaiting the detonation. Make it so. Understood. We have the order. Do it! Right away, sir. You may want to cover your ears. Rockbart is about to undergo some major landscaping. Yeah! Some magical girl power right there. But hey. Oh good, we do get to see some of the aftermath there. Detonation. Demons running for their lives. What was that? It's interesting how we don't see them fly a lot more often. They come! Ready your arms! Fire at will! So it begins. All units, move out! The enemy's preoccupied with the frontal assault. Now their chance! Up. Demon who stayed behind. Some word that the red-haired girl has been sighted. Motion out front feels all too contrived. I smell a plot. Go forth, my minions, and strip the enemy's ruse of its cover. What do you know? We're here. Cool, we got a warp here. Okay. We've got imps flying up and above. Huh. G7, which is at the... Must be a peculiar glint somewhere. 7. Oh, we're supposed to go this way, I guess. Something's amiss. Even with the diversion, too few enemies defend the keep. I like this not one bit. What's this? Jeth, could this be here? Could this here be the cell? Sir Regulus, there's something you should see. Portia! Sir Regulus? But why? Now, that is the best you can say to your knight in shiny armor? I knew you would come, my lord, is far more in what I had in mind. What business do you have with my charge? Demon smitten with a human maiden? How rich. I'm straight out of an avant-garde romance novel, have we? I've come to reclaim my woman, demon. If you've agreements, you may take it up with my blade. Are you still oblivious to your position? Foolish Elven. Rageless, we've conducted a full sweep of the keep, but the place is utterly devoid of enemies. There's not a trace of the Shadow Lord. What was that? It couldn't be. From the front? Uh-oh. So all the enemies went out front, so the diversionary force is getting overwhelmed? Oh, yikes. That's definitely not good. Oh, gosh. Altana Preserve. All units withdraw! I repeat, withdraw! This is a little bit like when Lord Sauron unleashes himself on the armies of men. Oh! But General Khusro just got killed. Or something similar. Such unholy strength. Is this the true power of the Shadow Lord? The entire team deserted? Curses! We've played right into their hands. The bulk of the manpower allocated to the strike force, the Ironcrest Hawks don't stand a chance. Miss Celeste, the troops are urgently needed without. Cast your eyes about the bait to see where the hunter lies in wait. There's nary a truer saying. Do you not agree? Darn you! Rageless, do you read? We're being overwhelmed. Withdraw at once. Understood. Oh, leaving so soon? Do stay a while. I insist. This is... Sir Rageless, be careful! It's gonna trigger his wound. Ah! And it triggers hers as well. My, a veritable feast for the senses. What in the name of the goddess? Those flames, forbidding and cold. What is this sensation? Sir Rageless! You two have overindulged in our hospitality. Few things are more irksome than unwelcome guests. Jeth, take this! A distress signal flare, use it to tell those stationed without of our plight. With any luck, reinforcements will be dispatched. Got some people behind, beside me. Into the beast maw. So we still don't know what this thing is that looks like a star. I do wonder if it's something along the lines of it's showing Atomos, but... Being considered. Hands of darkness have prevented you from proceeding. Timeout message, basically. Request for entry is being considered. I hope I don't... There we go. All right, now. We're getting some demons and Count Bifrons himself. Against 5 seems a little unfair. Let's even the odds, huh? Time is at hand and they've nothing to gain, so it's time to bring them a whole world of pain. I concur, Shantoto. Let's do it. That's a silver point to, that's a nice little bonus to me playing main Sam. I'm strong against demons. Commendable performance. Alas, you're too late. What is thy wish? My wish? Ah! Portia! Sir Regulus! What should we do? Still not enough. You ever retained our guest well, Count Bifrons? I'm here to collect the bait. Lady Lilith awaits. Come. Over my dead body. Your spirit far exceeds your alien flesh. This display is no more or less than what I would expect of you, for a lesser man would be unworthy of his regard. Very well. Let the fires of rage fuel you, and come face me. Wait! Don't hurt them. Leave them be. While I confess of being ignorant of much, I know for certain that I am essential in your plan. You have need of me. I surrender myself in exchange for the promise that everyone would be spared. Was that but a lie? But I have no other choice. Oh, you're not going... Oh! Oh, gosh, Portia. You would end your own life? Portia, no! Lilith? Jedith? Sir Regulus? Portia, no! You mustn't! Thank you for everything. Sir, we have a situation. What is it now? Bereft of love and honor, a woman's life holds no meaning. No lure! Those who would deprive me of my life's light shall be made to pay in blood! Reinforcements have arrived, Sir Regulus. Wonderful timing. Nullery. To be safe from harm, that which fills one's heart with joy, not instills greater passion within a woman. Oh! Ouch! With boundless grace, ever have I... ever that... shall I fight. The Valiant might be... divided... to hope's purest light. I love it. Oh, thank the goddess, everyone's safe. All units in the strike force have withdrawn. You're the only ones left. Lisbeth was a little too strong for that. Sir Regulus, please hurry and make your way to safety. Oh, spare me this mummery. I'm in your debt. Once outside, rejoin the Sandorian forces. They should yet be near. Thank you. No thanks are required. I merely perform my duty. Nobody leaves. I beg to differ. I shall gift you with your lives now. You would be imprudent. You would be imprudent to appear before me again. Coward. Sooner or late, this perimeter is secure. All our troops have been confirmed evacuated. Very good. Let's quit this place and bolster the rear guard. Fall in. Yes, ma'am. Mayakov comes spinning into a pirouette and slams right down on the demon. Oh, I love it. Okay, time to scoot. Let's get out of here. Of course, I can't do that here. That felt so good, though. That was just fun. Well, I'd like to think that this means that we've actually forestalled Lady Lilith's plan. I hope that's the case, though. Now, here's the thing. Sir Regulus did something to make the opening vanish. And I think, and I have almost an idea that it was Atomos. So I wonder what actually happened there. I'm assuming that everything will get explained in eventually, but that was a little bizarre, all things considered. Let's see, what's closer? I think it's just running it, actually, because we don't have a survival guide for Zarkabard. We only have a home point, and that would take even longer. Just warp out with the guidebook, get to a home point, and swap back in, and then run. We might as well just run. I think I got the list just a little too strong with Mayakov that time, but. The fact that his first name is Alexei, if I remember correctly, Alexei is something that could be far more in terms of like a Russian name, a Russian forename. And Mayakov could certainly be a Russian surname. That's not definitive, of course, but it sounds like a Russian name to me. I've heard Russian names that are Alexei and stuff like that. Because there was Alexei Kominov, who was a person of note who knew Rasputin. So. Probably mispronounced his name though. Not Rasputin, the other guy. Anyway. Oh man. Shadow Lord sure had a field day. So it makes me wonder what happened, because there's supposed to be like a definitive victory to this fight. So it looks like we lost. This is horrendous. During your absence, the Shadow Lord himself appeared and made short work of us. We were trampled underfoot like so many insects. Sir, contact with Winders has been lost. The damage they sustained is believed to be grievous. Likewise for Bastock, sir. Our forces are spent. Rageless, issue the retreat order. We return to Juno. But General, issue the order. The operation is a failure. Operation Snowstorm has failed. All units disengage the enemy and withdraw to Juno. You, relay the order. Yes, sir. Operation Snowstorm has failed. All units disengage the enemy and withdraw to Juno. My lord, Portia, I know not what to say. What in the world? Oh! What is that thing? And hath it not a speck of consideration for my core, Coifer? A dark aura, dreadful beyond words. At least I know how to make a convincing sounding grunt. This sensation, same as that which stirred my wound in the castle. Whence comes this immense power? It would be unwise to linger, Third Reginald. Let us return to Juno for now. Aye. Yeah, what is that thing? Holy cow. People's memories are being taken. All with a single sweep of the hand. Feast, Atamos! Feast till your belly is sated. The weak and feeble have no place on the playing board. Only the strong, those possessed of an unflinching will to fight, may abide in my future. Oh, is it the comet? Because it looks like the comet. I wonder how Lilith and Jedith fared at the Battle of Zarkabard. Yeah, let's concentrate on the task at hand. Sharpen focus. Oh, fearsome distorter of time, decider of fates, heed my words, lend an ear. I beg you, Atamos, abort your devouring of time, spare the future whence the young ones came. You who awakened Atamos would revoke what you set in motion? That's right. Affirmative. Never in our scariest nightmares did we imagine it would come to this. Naught has gone according to plan. All a mess of the unforeseen. The bride of two futures grows ever dim, being snuffed out by its darker counterpart. Tear of the Goddess. H. Sith. The die is cast. None can control the future. No man, no god. Your avatar dares blasphemy against the goddess? Yeah, the disrespect, the sacrilege. Of consciousness, Atomos is devoid. Atamos exists only to devour, to behold. Atamos sees what mortal eyes cannot. But the future will disappear. One as preferred by the goddess, that which Altana wills. Thereafter, in northern land, forgotten past shall distant future merge. You shall bear witness to the will of the world, to the struggle between men and beasts, gods and mortals. Tear of Altana, hate Sith, keep watch over those who flounder for purchase on existence. Atamos chooses not, ceases not. This only to return dispensable time to the void. Atamos! Atamos. Okay, I didn't quite understand what happened there. Struggle of deific proportions, merging of past and future. Sense an ill foreboding, premonition of catastrophe. Must hasten to where the young ones are. Make speed. So it made it sound like the time of the past would simply become the future. With forgotten past shall distant future merge. Yeah, it made it sound like... Well, it makes me wonder what that actually means, because that just causes a paradox in many cases. Anyway. Okay, now we need to head back to Juneau, so I'm sure that there's going to be, I'm sure there's going to be a big... I'm expecting a twist of some sort, because the thing failed, so Sir Rageless is going to be held up by it. He's probably going to get accused across the board, because Portia is now there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm expecting things to go kind of sour for our heroes. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to South Zandoria, and we're gonna warp to the outpost. This will probably be the last thing that we do for the stream tonight. We are within 10 minutes of our closing time. So whatever cutscene we watch here will probably be the end of it. And will leave us on a cliffhanger, most assuredly. So. We want to go to here? Yes. Persephone! That's somebody's character that's in my link shell. That was kind of fun. I've noticed that several of the people who are currently in my link shell also have other link shells, so. The survivors of Operation Snowstorm arrived but a moment ago. You heard you might still be able to join them. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Ah, Jedith. I think Altana, you're here. I can scarce draw breath in this stifling atmosphere. Well, as I'm to state the obvious, Operation Snowstorm was a complete and utter failure. Regulus, if credence can be given to reports, you absented yourself from your post in favor of joining the strike force. Explain yourself this instance. Sir Regulus ain't to blame. The fault's mine for bringing... Be silent. The fact is neither here nor... That fact is neither here nor there. Regulus, as one of the knight's most experienced, you know full well what acting on a whim was like to entail upon us. I would not presume to cast all blame upon you. Yet, 'tis clear that dealing with the unforeseen, our losses may have been curbed had the Ironcrest Hawks not been bereft of their commander. One of the kingdom's finest units is no more, and the damage incurred by our Windurstian and Bastokian allies immeasurable. How do you intend to take responsibility for this debacle? Nay, let's assume the chance to do, so you won't even be begrudged you. Pray give him another chance, sir. Pray give me another chance, sir. I ask for but one chance to redeem myself. This is unseemly, Regulus. General Khosrow, surely you too bore witness to that thing. As we stand, we've no hope of triumphing over the enemy. None whatsoever. That vortex, the ominous cloud of black swirling above the beastmen of Castle's Fall. I am certain of its connection to the beastmen. We must gather all the intelligence we can and use it to lay the foundation of our next strategy. I beseech you, sir. I require but one more chance. Regulus, cease this unseemly display this instant. Only after defeat do you open your eyes to the enemy's might. All who are present, even those who lost their lives in vain, knew of this from the very beginning. You take my meaning amiss, General. The enemy's true strength lies neither in numbers nor tactical prowess. It's quite enough. How much must you compound your disgrace? Traitor. You not hear the first time? Traitor, he said. The fools we were to be placed our trust in you. Were it not for you, the Ironcrest Hawks would still... They'd still... Like it or not, this is the consensus. I counsel you to accept it should be a knight's sense of honor survive within you still. It pains me to do this, Regulus, for you are one of our very best. You are hereby discharged from the Order of the Royal Knights of Sandoria and by extension the allied forces of Altana. Never again show your face before us. No, this can't be happening. Very well, sir. I have come prepared to accept the full scope of my punishment for my actions. Pray heed well my words of warning, General. The terrain of war is no longer as it seems. The terms of conflict have changed beyond recognition. Regulus, come back! I will appeal to the council. Their decision may yet be overturned. Regulus! I would join my lord. I would join my lord, if it pleases him. Ah, sweet lady, you are not unknowing of my fall from grace. Where I have been set upon is fraught with hardship. No longer have I a place to call home, no place to lay a weary head. The Lord should already know my mind. I would willingly follow you to the very ends of Vanadil. After all that has come to pass, those words from you are perhaps all I need. The Allied forces fight a hopeless battle. But even should my allegiance be annulled as a lone wolf, I shall fight on. That otherworldly entity we encountered at Castle Saval, whatever its true identity may be, we must seek it out. More power. Only by acquiring more power shall my ambition be fulfilled. Yes, my lord. More power. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Portia, Sir Rangeless, wait! Goodbye, Lilith. Wait, you mustn't go! You can't! What is it they intend to do? Return to Castle's Val? You must follow them, Jareth. I, too, shall join you. Be in tow. Hate Sith, for the love of the goddess, where have you been all this time? I went to see Atomos. Tried to dissuade it from further devouring time. But I feared it was no avail. Mission failed. If Portia and Ring-a-Ling fall into enemy hands at this juncture, all would be lost. Up in smoke. We give chase. Mustn't let them out of sight. Unfortunately, we shall have to wait with the Fall of the Hawk as our mission. So, for the time being, we're going to go ahead and hold off. Because we are at the end of our stream. Like I said, it's going to turn badly. We're going to have a cut, and we're going to have a little bit of a cliffhanger there. So. Shoot, I was muted. I must have muted myself to clear my throat or something. Whoops. Anyway, yes, the iSeal campaign, I'm aware that it's back on. I asked people today in my link shell to see if if anyone was able to help me. No one could help me today, but there are people who are aware, and I will be getting help this week at some point. If I can't get help by the end of this week, I will let you know, Seth, and you can help me with it. So, I believe I have enough seals to do 3 runs. So, because it's the high crest seal, right? I go down to where are they? Yes, it's the High Kindred, right? So I have 94 of those now. And that was 70-something the last time we talked. So, about this. For Zelo's Orb. Yep. Yeah, so I will make you aware, and I will let you know if I'm not able to get it run. And we can plan on getting something done. So, yeah, that's how it's going to work. Oh, bummer. The fact that I was muted for the last little bit of that annoys me, but oh well. Anyway, so I'd like to thank everybody who showed up. Seth, you were, of course, always welcome. And let's see here. Is he still in the thing? Nope, it looks like he left. But Tony the Taco, sorry for the little mix-up at the beginning of the stream, but I hope you enjoyed yourself for the little time that you're here, and maybe you'll come back. Who knows? Other fights that drop the ice shield. Okay. Yeah, wasn't it, isn't it like, Triassic? Isn't it something like Triassic Park or something? Whatever the... I don't remember. I've heard it in chat and stuff, but... yeah, anyway. Something will get done, and that'll be handled. So yeah, we are leaving on a little bit of a cliffhanger, but Friday we'll get back into it, and we'll see how far we get. I don't know how... I don't even know how far we are in the storyline itself. I'd assume that we're kind of reaching the final act of what's going on. So we have to do that. I know that we have to do a couple more... we have to do a couple more quests for our the nation quests, the nation story for Wings of the Goddess. So after that, I'm going to kind of do a little bit of a wiki dive and figure out how far we are in terms of like plot-wise and stuff with like Rhapsodies of Vana'diel. I've been holding off on it because currently I'm on one where it's best to kind of finish up Wings of the Goddess before we continue. And I also wanted to hold off on the side quest because a lot was getting revealed and it was kind of spoiling the fun. Because we're talking about Kate Sith and stuff right before we even started. So I kind of want to wait on that a little bit. We will take a small breather in terms of story, just to kind of catch up on a couple things otherwise. To kind of keep us going, because if I jump right into Seekers of Adeline, that's going to kind of occupy a lot of time, though there is time that needs to be taken to finish things up, so maybe we will just jump right into Seekers, because we might run into a little bit of a time lock in terms of gathering the fame to actually continue the story, because that is very much something that happens. So if that is the case, Final Fantasy might drop down a little bit until we can actually get enough fame to continue on with the story, or we'll do other stuff. There's other things that we can do, so just let you guys be aware of that. Tomorrow, we will get back into Hard Space Shipbreakers. We have gotten into more Gecko stuff and done more clearing. Oh, shoot. I forgot to block ads. Ah, well, I'll continue on with this. We got into the Geckos and we started doing more of that. We finished up a ship, so we're going to start fresh tomorrow. We still haven't found a ship with radiation filters, so I'm going to try my darndest to try and find one of those and work on it, because I think that's kind of our limitation. Last time, Hal, the middle manager, who's been kind of screwing everybody over in terms of his, the standards that are expected. He tried to sidle up to us a little bit. He called us chum at one point. I was like, gross. Because the guy sounds like somebody who still feels like he's very much on the worker side, but he's middle management, and he's just kind of a suck up to procedures and stuff like that, which is, he's very much by the book, wants the numbers raised, all that stuff to make it so it makes him look good, but he doesn't care what happens to everybody below him. You know the type. So anyway, we will do that tomorrow. On Friday, we'll come back to this game and we will work ourselves into doing more Wings of the Goddess. I'm going to just take a quick look right after stream here and see kind of what mission we're on in Wings of the Goddess itself. And the next time that we have to do anything with Young Griffins, because we do have to finish them up. Once that stuff is done, then we will have things that we can work on, which is like nation quests and stuff like that. All those good things. So we will work on that stuff eventually. But yeah, tonight, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your week has been going well in turn. That you're able to keep on top of stuff and that you're not getting too stressed out about the Christmas holidays, or if you celebrate. Because I know December gets really crazy and very busy for a lot of people. In America, Christmas is pretty profuse, so it goes everywhere. At some point, I will start listening to Christmas music. It's inevitable. That might happen during streams. Some of the Shipbreaker streams within the next week. I'll start listening to Christmas music, which I just don't have as much of. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now, so that is my sign to shut off and be done. Anyway, I would like to thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it when you show up. Interaction with me always helps and always makes the chat go along a lot smoother. So if you're able to come and catch me through the streams, please, by all means, send me a follow. You can see when I'm live, and you're able to jump in for 1 second or 1 hour, however long you want to be. I always appreciate it. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and log off for now, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next stream. Until then, take care and have fun and be safe. Good night.